Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick in the command chair once again. We're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're looking at a game, you can read that, called Yo Joe, Beat the Ghosts. Sometimes it was called as well. This is published by Byte in 1993. Also come out on DOS. It's a platformer and a puzzle platformer, I suppose. It's not quite like Gods, but it is like Gods at the same time, which you'll soon find out. Now, it's 1 to 2 players, but I'm the only player here, and the option is to, the objective is to get rid of Professor X in this mad castle. You're a graffiti expert with, an Elvis Presley style haircut. So you can punch, you can crouch, you can pick up various weapons, which include molotovs, chainsaws, and nunchuckers. So hopefully we'll find them. I haven't got a map, and the layout is quite sprawling, so a lot of this might involve me getting lost as I punch people and fall down. Now, if you kick blocks, sometimes there's special things in there as well. Now, as usual, if you had this back in the day, let me know, because I'm playing it as a buffoon, a kid, I suppose, on the first or second go. Wouldn't necessarily have read the instructions, albeit might have been briefly. And then, would there have been enough there in that game to everyone to play it again? Or if you've been round a friend's house, would you have bought it yourself? Or would you have just ditched it? Right, so there's a weapon there. I think that's the nunchucks. Now, they're limited, so they won't stay there forever, but already the music on this is absolutely fantastic. Graphics are cool. Music has got a bit of that smoothness which you'd normally expect on Psygnosis games, but this isn't by Psygnosis, this is by Byte in 93. I'm not sure, we've died, I'm not sure how many games they produce, but I haven't come across them before, but this is very top quality. Moving good, and looking good so far, although admittedly I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Now you can pull yourself up the ledges to destroy barrels. Looks like those barrels were coming from that, so that stops them to actually progress further into the game. Now I think we've been here before, there's some water there. We can swim, I think, at certain stages, and we never run out of oxygen. And have I just got stuck? I think I might have got stuck, that's not very good. Now, I am playing a cracked version of this, so if I don't do very well, which is likely, we'll reload it again with a bit of editing, so I've got infinite everything. Now, just looking down the bottom there, trying to see what my strength is. I can see my points, it might be that green bar. Good, so the two protagonists of this who you play is, I've forgotten. Anyway, one of them's called Nat, which is player 2. And they're not here. It's just down to me, which I presume I'm Joe, I suppose. Yeah, I'm Joe, and Nat's not here. I didn't forget, I knew all along. So who's this buffoon here? Clobber, 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 punch to the face, and he explodes, and there's lots of goodies there. Don't expect that from normal hooligans on the street that you see, that you punch them 4 times, a lot of food and stuff appears. Now, E means some kind of crazy weapon, so when you see that, try and grab hold of it. Excellent stuff. Now, admittedly, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but I am enjoying it nonetheless. Could almost be a Bitmap Brothers game, couldn't it, with Psygnosis sound, which isn't a bad combination. Do you prefer this castle, or do you prefer the Gods Castle? 1993. Haven't played this on DOS? If you have, then let me know. How does that one play? And if indeed you have completed it, also let us know. Show off in the comment section below, because that's what it's all about. I do like a lot of conversation. As Elvis said, a little less conversation, a little more action. Or the opposite, a little less action, more conversation. I don't know what Elvis was going on about, really. Anyway, he's got the most number 1, so who's to argue with him? And this graffiti artist, who doesn't look very street, he does look like Elvis, doesn't he? Let's be fair. Let's be fair about the thing. The enemies are quite well animated here. They're zombie fools. If you are a zombie fool, comment below. Are you misrepresented by the public, like in things like in films as well, like Shaun of the Dead and The Walking Dead and The Running Dead and The Jogging Dead? I think they've run out of ideas now, haven't they? The Scuba Diving Dead, was that an episode? Yeah, right. Put your favourite Walking Dead variation below. The Skydiving Dead. I think I've said a lot of them now, but there might be some left over. Right, boom, boom, boom. I'm not sure how long we're going to play in this, but it looks like the sort of game where I forget how much time has elapsed and I just wander around forever. That could be it. But anyway, similar games where you're wandering around, do check out Gods. There's Deliverance as well, which is interesting, and Deep Core, which we reviewed all of them in the last few months. Time tends to go a little bit quick. Avoid the fish, don't get hit by them. And I believe we're trying to find an exit off the level. I think if you're in 2 players, I think you might both play at the same time rather than turn-based. So that's interesting. Right, we've got a weapon there. What is it? Diddly-ding. There's the chest. Keep things close to your chest. Now I was hoping that would go somewhere, but that was just don't know, to get some extra bonus stuff. So it's all about finding dead ends, this, and trying to discover what's the correct way to go. Go, go, go. Yeah. Do you know what? If my internet speed ever gets better, because at the moment we are live streaming ZX Spectrum games, if the internet speed here ever got to a quality where I could do Amiga ones as well, it's the sort of thing, because I'm hopeless at this, we could possibly do it and you'll all tell me what to do in the chat section, and who knows, I might complete it. Bit of splash coming up from Joe as he goes through. It's called Yo Joe. Natsy's a player too, but Nat doesn't get a mention in the title, so it's not Yo Nat. Nat Byte. I'm finding it a bit hard to get on these levels, really. This is a bit annoying. It looks like you've got to be pin perfect to get the pull up like that. That's one thing. Yeah, as a kid, I think I would have been quite baffled by this game. I would have played it every now and again, but I wouldn't have really known what I'm doing. And I have to be honest with you, being the kid I was, and maybe the adult, I wouldn't really made enough inroads to try and find out what was going on either, unless I found out accidentally, like a friend told me, or they completed it and let me know. It's the sort of game where you want to find a fantastic end-of-level boss, but the weapon system, you know, I like it more than Magic Pockets. Oh, I died. I like it better than Magic Pockets, but the weapon system, I'm looking for something a bit more meaty. It's game over. Continue. Yes, we will. I think we will reload it now. A bit of editing to get infinite everything. That might help the cause, mightn't it? It might help the cause. And we're back again. Hopefully everything's working. There's a dragon there by the door. And we walk through the door. I keep singing that song on various reviews. I need to sort myself out. Right. Energy is staying okay. Oh, there's a skeleton there. Yes. He hasn't got any body. Man, you've already died once, then why would you come back as a skeleton in some castle? So, at the end of this, I presume Professor X is about. But, yeah. Oh, I've got some Molotovs and everything's on fire. Good stuff. Right, so I think we've seen all the weapons now. Fire. I think they're unlimited, those Molotovs, or maybe not. There we go. That looks like the bathroom. If you want to spend a penny in there, you can do. Oh, I thought that was going to go into Lotus 2 then. Call off. Well, that could easily go into Lotus 2, couldn't it? Lotus 2 music. Yeah, great game that is. Great racing game, one of the all-time classics. I'm not quite sure how well known Yo Joe was. I've only recently found out about it. It was largely off my radar for a long time. It's good when we come to these though, because you know, I'm always finding a batch of games that I've never heard of that are quite good. Also a number of stinkers as well. But it's a question of seeing everything out there so you can see what the good ones are. If you just cover the good ones all the time, or the known ones, then it's although the channel get more views that way, it's not what we're all about. We want to see everything. Faults and all, what the system could actually offer. Boomer. Da 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 da. Deedly doo, deedly dee. Right, what's that? That's something. That's. Oh dear, that wasn't clever. I got back in there. I think normally walking over fire is not good, both in the game without a poke on it and normal. Right, now I presume the best way to do this is to keep going up, up, up and away. Up and away. Up today. Right. Top of the castle. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Just keep getting to the roof or something. Bit of panpipes playing as we throw a Molotov into a skeleton. Oh, look at that. There's a vampire was there. He was. We won't see him again. There he is. We've seen him again with that barrel of rum or whatever it is. Tough luck, Dracula. Yeah. There's lots of vampires in this place. What's this? I don't like the look of this. Oops. Into the water. That's an odd place to put a swimming pool. Why would you do that for? You could like swim over the edge. How silly. Crouching tiger, hidden bloke. Molotov on the head bloke. This is good fun really. Although, as I said before, I don't know what I'm doing. I prefer it to the Blues Brothers. It's better quality than that, although the Blues Brothers had some cracking music as well. Everybody needs somebody to love. Someone to love. You're all loved here. I know, well, I suffer from stress a bit myself. I know you might be watching because you suffer from stress too, or you might be okay, but we're trying to ease that stress. We're having a bit of fun. We're not taking this hell too seriously. We're looking at the game. We're seeing how they're playing, and we're getting energy points into our brain so we can beat everyday life because we are brilliant. You know that. You're particularly brilliant. You must know that. You know that, don't you, right? You do know it. Stop doubting yourself. You are fantastic. Let's keep going. Right. Be with me, stay with me, folks. Right, there's a little extra ledge we need to get up there and crawl through that passageway. I'll be very surprised if I get off level 1. I really would. Kaboom! But we've pretty much seen how it's played, so hopefully you've got an idea already of whether you would have tracked this one down, or if you want to track it down now. Actually, I think it might be worth a play for a while, but it's up to you how long you want to keep it for. I wouldn't track down a physical copy unless it's really cheap, or unless you've completed Gods and Deep Core and all of those sort of things, and you want more of the same. Casual gamer hasn't got much time on their hands, might not have a great deal of time to complete this. I certainly haven't, with the amount of games I need to look at to keep the channel running. But I can't deny, although it's not my favourite game in the world, it does a lot of good things. Right, there's the Ankh symbols, that's for energy. Energy! Yeah, energy! Right. There's a little rat up there. Is it a rat or is it some sort of small dinosaur? Professor X, his castle's worse run than that house in Jet Set Willy. It's got a lot of depth to it, this music. Hopefully it's coming across in the recording. It's got a lot of bass to it. There's a very full sound. There's 2 chests up there. I seem to be stuck where to go now. Unless I can go up the wall. No, I can't drive up the wall. I can't drive you up the wall. Or maybe I can do, right? Biff. Yeah, so as I say, if you've so it's not about perfect gameplay, as I said, but that doesn't stop the occasional person in the comment section not really working out that's what it's about and then putting a full solution there and stuff I should have done. But anyway, boom. That will never change. It's YouTube. Sometimes you've got to chillax a bit. Dum. Right. Chillax. Right. I think I've gone into a dead end again. Ah. Right. I wonder how much hair gel you have to keep on your hair to go like that. I mean, is it a haircut or is it just a dead slug? It could be a dead slug. He hasn't got a hairstyle at all. He's just put a dead slug on his head. That's an idea for me. Or it's a loo brush and he's just swam through an oil slick. That could be one of them. If you've got a loo brush or a hairdo and swam through an oil slick, let us know below. How does it work? Is it working for you? Is it good style? Could work. Right, I'm super lost now. I'm not lost in space, I'm lost in a castle run by Professor X. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, if you see one of those programs on daytime TV about doing up your house, or castle if you have one, they wouldn't suggest a layout like this. There's never any stairs, there's never any elevators, like jumping on ledges. If I had a house like this, I'd be absolutely tired. I'd be cream crackered. I'd be exhausted after a day. Especially, imagine you was going to work and you realise you left your keys upstairs. I mean, this part of the castle isn't even complete, is it? We must be near the top now. Come on, let's get up there. Now, this normally would have killed me. There's spikes there. I would have died. So I won't pretend. This is me cheating, just to show you a bit more of the game than I normally would be able to. Just to give you a rough idea, you know, is it worth progressing to extra bits? And the levels are actually huge. Although no doubt if you know what you're doing with a speed run, you might be able to do this in just a few minutes rather than the, oh man, I'm pushing about 15 minutes already, I think, that's normally what it would take. Oh, can I jump on? Oh no! That's what you call a massive boo-boo. I think I was almost there then. I just had to jump up around and I think I might have to do the whole stage again. And it wasn't worth that to try and get that. What's that over there? Yeah, there's a lot of this place I need to explore that I'm not quite getting. So it's an exploration game. The first real exploration game I sort of like played was Attic Attack and Jet Set Willy on the ZX Spectrum. Unwieldy and miles too much for the average kid to do, and I think this probably follows in the similar vein that it's probably the case that more adults would have completed this game after it's been released a few years rather than kids there. Anyway, if you did complete it back in the day, let us know. What happens? Is there a game over sequence? To my knowledge, there's not a Yo-Jo 2. There is a yo-yo, but that's something different. That's a kid's toy that goes up and down. I always thought a yo-yo would be good for a weapon. Not against a lightsaber though. If I was going to fight Darth Vader, I wouldn't choose a yo-yo as my weapon. I don't think I'd win that. Yeah. Your yo-yo is weak, old man. Yeah, okay, and none of the old. Why was Darth Vader called in Obi-Wan an old man? He was only probably about 4 or 5 years older, wasn't he? About 10 years older? What a nincompoop. If you see Darth Vader, call him a nincompoop for me. Right. Oh, that door is locked, so we can't go back that way. There's some haunted picture up there. Some person looking through the picture attacking me, and now he's dead. Was it a picture or was it someone looking through a window? There's the bathroom. Let's have a shower. Yeah. I'm going round in circles now. I think I've been here before, but we're picking up a few extra weapons here and there, aren't we, really? Yeah. If this was a live stream, you probably would have told me what to do by now. We'd be on stage 65. But as it happens, we're on stage 1. Stage 1. He's an absolute beginner. He's a newbie. He's a fool. He's a crazy. He does what he wants. He's a maverick. He's a superstar. Well, let's not get too carried away. One day, maybe one day they'll ask me to host Have I Got News For You or something like that, and that'd be good. 2 points to Ian's team. See, I can do it. If you're not from the UK, you might not know what Have I Got News For You is. Google it. There's bound to be something uploaded. But at the moment, we control this graffiti artist called Joe with a hair a bit rush that's gone through oil. That's just a quick recap for you, because I do tend to wander around, both in the game and my own sanity. Whee! Whoops! Oh, that's the rubbish. Oh no! He's going backwards. Backwards. Right. Boof, boof, boof. Down the stairs. Let's go down this slide. Whee! Whee! That'd be a good thing to have in a house. Oh, a fish. Don't feed the fishies. Off we go. Lots of frames of, well, it's sufficient frames of animation, isn't it, really? It's not Prince of Persia or anything, but it's sufficient for that arcade feel. It's a gothic castle of some description. It must cost a fortune to heat, so I'd imagine Professor X is loaded. He must be richer than a Viennetta ice cream. Bam, bam. I fancy a Viennetta ice cream now. Why did I mention that for? Or something else Italian, like tiramisu. That's nice, isn't it? Haven't had that for years. Or if you want to scale it down, an Arctic roll. Well, I'm not sure. Do they still sell Arctic rolls? I'm not sure. Right, jumping on the columns. Right, I think we went down last time, but we're going to continue to go across on the spikes, which normally would have killed me. Professor X obviously is a bit paranoid, expecting people to loot his castle. This looks new. Sploosh. Into the water. There's another guy squatting. But we won't ask what he's doing. He's just squatting in a random bit of a castle. Well, it's good to have a hobby. If you like squatting in a castle, then comment below. What's your favourite castle to squat in? Also mention the question, because I might read that 2 years after I put this up and think, what the hell's that person going on about? Well, what they're going on about is that crazy thing that I had said during that point where I was going insane. Well, I say going, I think that's already happened, isn't it? I'm going slightly mad. It's finally happened. It happened ages ago. Let's just embrace it. Embrace the insanity and go with it. Not to a point where you end up like the Joker or something like that, but just happy insane. Help everyone. That's one of my prime directives. Stop stress, ban stress, destroy stress. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. It's all in the mind. Be kind. What rhymes with that? Buy a Venetian blind. That'll do. If you want me to advertise Venetian blinds for your Venetian blind company, like do voiceovers, then comment below. I could do with the money, for sure. Right, who's this fella? Is this an end of level boss? It's some alien and he's dead. We didn't get a chance to ask him who he was. Right, please may that be the end. Right, we're stuck. Oh, we can go up here, right? Up, up, up. You get the general idea. Oh, that's that thing we saw from the other side. Right, it's going to go into Lotus 2 again, is it? We must be near the end now. Well, have we been? Oh, we've been here before, haven't we? Unless this is another bathroom. See, that shower didn't mess up his hair, so he is using quite a lot of gel or oil. Yeah, look, we've been here before. We're going round in circlers. Circlers. Time is going very quick though, so it must be a sign of a good game. Good to play on a rainy afternoon, but I think we will leave that one there because I don't think I can show you too much more with my Amiga skills. So I hope you like having a look at that one. That was Yo Joe on the Commodore Amiga, published by Byte in 1993. Not a bad little game, helps if you know what you're doing, but a lot there if you're into these type of games. Not really. I wanted a bit more from it, but you know, I'm really pushing the envelope now. So if you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.